Hello there, everybody. Welcome back to episode 33 of the final Sect. Today, well, we're going to go for something on the body cultivation side, of course. I will go a little bit deeper into the organ development, but I figured that it would be a lot of fun to get some of those secret bodies going. So just get the baseline of the combat skills going and see what we can do. What's that? Secret body increases the ability improvement rate during the I think this could be good, but I'm not quite sure about it. My rule of thumb with these things is quite simple. If I don't have a clue what it's ought to do, I'm not picking it for now. It becomes clear over the course of the time what you want and what you don't want. So, for example, what we're going to do now is we're going to start bringing up the mixed element arms and the heavenly shield legs. This will make our body cultivator combat ready. I think I have brought up enough stamina regeneration for a couple of baseline skills. Let's see what we can do with that. So left forearm muscles, we need to develop some tempered flesh there. It's a joke. We have the baseline level done quite quickly, but let's get it going, shall we? It still will take a bit of time until this will slap hard, but it will. Apart from that, well, it's soon Baoji's time to be promoted, but not quite yet. I'm slowpoke preparing him. Yan Shuang is preparing herself for the primordial spirit stage, and I'm keeping a close eye on the exploration of Mount Blackstone because obviously we're pretty much done there already. But we need a new target for our dear esteemed super fast Talisman cultivator, and I think she's gonna be scouting out Skydome Palace. Let's do this. So Fujinbo, we could bring her into Primordial Spirit Stage 2, but I personally don't want to cheat that hard with her. I'm already cheating hard enough with her as my dedicated adventurer. We still need that Holy Stone. I think I would need to go to Wudang and find some there, but I'm not sure about it anymore. I have the vague memory that it is also a side location there. Whatever, we're going to find that eventually. And we're starting out with a big fat ancestral throwback. Thank you. So we have now finished the first layer of that skill. It continues now with the second layer where we need more tempered flesh. Then we need the other skills here. I want to get this going at least to the second layer each. And after that, depending on how far we've come this episode, we'll see. So with the activation of that, we can now put this thing into the offensive slot, and now it's starting to slap. We need to put something into the defensive slots as well, because that's just smart to do. And this bottom layer, if I understood things correctly, that's just, well, you could call it bone boosters or bonus effects. What you put down there, as far as I understood things, will share its bonus to the offensive and defensive slots. Please correct me if I stand wrong there, because, this game is nothing short but cryptic. So, we're going to go through this wonderful remold phase here. So, there we go. As you see here, attack accuracy and defense success are being changed with every upgrade we pick. Basically, we want to have a high offensive accuracy here on that body part, right? That's what we're mostly after. That's why Ancestral Throwback is so good, because it fundamentally increases the success rate of your secret body just by being around. It's just one layer that you need to go for, and that's that. I like it for these qualities. So Roju is also just chilling out here, so we're going to change that. We have gone for an adventure at Dragon Vessel Cave. We didn't find much there, so to Immortal Summit we go. I'm quite happy that by now my sect has a lot of adventure at Golden Cores, and also somebody who's capable of exploring the map. You know, things are coming together by now. I'm really enjoying this. So let's get Baoji to the manual point there. Let's see. He got a lot of inspiration, so we're going to go for some of the same-o, you know. Let's put these also finally on the favorites. This is a nice little trick that you can do. You know, if you have your standard suite of skills that you always want to learn on people, that's a nice way of making them available. Because basically I want them to learn everything, which increases max chi sense, all those things that increase your chance, increase your cultivation speed, your cultivation quality, base stat increasers, the good stuff, you know. Although with the base stat increasers, it's not 100% efficient to just put them into the standard pickup. Here, for example, this one. It's even counteractive for him. So sometimes your cultivators just develop such a high skill on their own that you don't need to put the increaser there. But if it has maximum chi increase, you basically can't put it onto your favorite manuals, and you'll never regret that. Because you want to learn all of these, if possible. So, let's see. More tempered flesh, and also stamina might be not really high, but it is high enough to steadily remold. That's all we need for the start. I want to get the first secret bodies going here, because I really look forward to have a body cultivator here who's capable of slapping some. So, as you see, with the second layer, our accuracy stats have increased again. I'm not quite happy with that. I'd be really preferring more of that, but we'd need 25 layers of tempered flesh at this point, and we can just achieve more by going for the next body part instead. Because 2 layers of that one on this side will be much more powerful than the third layer on the other side currently. I really like to get a solid baseline power together, if that makes any sense. So, if I remember correctly, corrosive blood was totally a must-have for the offensive bodies, but I don't know if it will conflict with the amount of available slots. I can't remember anymore. It's been too long. We'll see about that, though. The good part about body cultivation is, if you only pick the things that you are absolutely sure about, develop yourself, and then when you try out something new, you will build up a picture of the things that you want to have. And then you need some comments and some tutorials at the end of the day, or some catastrophical experiments. But at the end of the day, I felt like body cultivation was the one part of the game that explained itself the best. To me, at least, it has been like that. So here we go for the second layer again, but I'll be equipping that thing right away. So it's going to be active, you know. There we go. Boom. So now we have 2 attack skills. That's a start, isn't it? Let's see, vitalized flesh. I'm still not sure if artifact suppression is worth it. If you go against Jandao cultivators, I imagine it might be powerful. Although, what is artifact suppression now in the first place? You know, it's a nice tag, but game fails again in explaining what the hell the stat is ought to do, sadly. So Roju is still not quite there. I'm monitoring here. So more of that enhanced flesh, because I know that'll be absolutely worth it. Because we need it for the later layers. And it's also not the worst tag. If I remember correctly, the, or is it crap? What is this stat again? Ability to resist damage. Yeah, this is actually a really good stat. You never know where your body parts will take damage if you take damage. Attack! Sorry. And therefore, it's good to have your body being able to withstand attacks. We will have a lot of tuning to do with our body cultivator until she's ready to get the dragon down. But I really want to do it this time. You know, I failed the first time. It was really depressing to see my entire sect being slaughtered by the monster. But you know, if you play Immortal mode and you fail, well, then you fail. But it's also a really nice thing. Basically, ACS is the most brutal roguelike on the planet. Oh, now I see what my mistake was. Roju was actually meant to be my my defender here. Well, never mind. We can use the body cultivator here. The dog's tanking that anyways. Let's see how well she can go with these. She should be totally out of risk. It's so stupid. Yeah, you see. That's just your baseline body cultivator. Wow, I didn't expect it to go that furiously. Good stuff. Alright, we don't need any other sect defenders anymore. We got this. Wow, nice. I am positively surprised. Well done, Aloe Vera. And now she's reading something there between the fallen. That's badass. Slapping them and waiting while the outers are carrying away their bodies. Probably she's reading them, the dying cultivators, or a poem, or something like that. It's quite an epic first battle for her. Body cultivators are really cool if you know how they work, and as you see here, that was really just the basics of the basics. It's really not hard to put up. Their downside, in my humble opinion, is that it really is a horrible piece of work to get more than one of these dudes going. And at the end of the day, that's the big quality of the Jandao cultivators. They're not only easy to build up as a group because they share a similar path, and let's be honest, this is much less micromanagement than what we got here. They're also capable of just ganging together and building formations and increasing the potency of their battle power. So in the long run, I think Jandao cultivators are always more powerful than body cultivators. But at short and mid-term gains, body cultivators are just kick-ass. You can't even have a body cultivator at the beginning of the game by Yao Gai shenanigans, if I remember correctly. That's also a reason why I by now doubt that this will be really the final sect, because I really want to get the Aogai body cultivator start going at least once, because it sounds like a ton of fun. Yeah. There you have me. By the way, speaking about Yaogai, I am positively surprised that this save file hasn't attracted a single Yaogai so far. I got no clue why. And how on earth did I bug myself in here? And how am I getting out here? Oh, I think it's teleporters. I think that's what it is. These gray squares, you see? I think they're teleporting me around. Let's give it a check. Yup, that's what it is. Yeah. Well, let's see if they got some sweet treasures hidden here. It's a mini labyrinth for sure. And a Steely. And I forgot my shrooms again. And look at that. This looks like just another teleporter. I can't interact with a Steely though. Okay. Interesting. So, but I didn't find all the things. Here's another teleporter that I didn't try out. This is fun. Alright. Can't remember that I've ever been here. Which is weirding me out a tiny little bit, but whatever. Let's see what we can find here, except for demon beasts. Wow, okay. Big old statue. A demon beast. So, let's see if my dog can fight that thing. So, now I need to maneuver good old doggo over there manually. Let's see, that thing has how much chi? Ugh, quite a lot. So... now then. But I think I lost that thing now. Alright. That's one weird fight, but luckily I managed to get that done. I mean, technically, I think I would have been probably also able to lead Roju into the direct battle with that thing, but seeing how much chi it has, it would be really tragic if one rash decision would end her life like that. And seeing how long that battle takes, I feel positive about my decision. I have invested no scrap of power into her development here in terms of defensive qualities. So, yeah. I consider Roju as extremely squishy. That's what I'm trying to say. What is this place, actually? It's a real huge-ass labyrinth here. So... I bet I'm not drugged enough for that, Steely. I need to pack up mushrooms here. No. Characters on the Steely have changed. Home. Okay. I haven't explored this thing completely yet. There's another Steely. Do I need to be drugged for that one? Nothing happened. Okay. So... one weird place again? Oh, a Nirvana pill. Sweet. This is one super valuable piece of gear. Dark Steel Steely. There's so many Steelies around here. Puzzling place. Society. Okay. So, it's really a shame that I don't understand so much of the culture in the background of these. I always have a feeling as if there is something supposed to be understood about these, but I just don't get the hint, you see? Jeez, are there many teleporters here? There's one there, another one there. This is by far one of the hugest maps that I've been around there. So this, though, is a big find. 10 pills that increase stats. Very valuable breakthrough material. Very, very valuable. So this is one hell of a big adventure here. So that's quite a lot of teleporters. Life pill. Oh yeah, 180 years in a bottle. Sweet. And yet another teleporter, but I would assume that that one would be kicking me out again out of this little spirally thing. Jeez. Okay, that's by far the most labyrinthine a location that I've been at. But, you know, there's quite some interesting loot here. These injury curing pills, they are also quite useful. Believe me, if you have one of these very exotic injuries, you are quite happy if you happen to have one of those curing things. There's just another teleporter. This thing is gigantic. This feels like an entire little dungeon. I love it. And here, for the first time, it finally connects with the rest of the system again. I'm relieved. For a moment, I was afraid that... Oh, there's a ginseng pill. For a moment, I was afraid that I had to manually explore all that. Jeez. But seriously, I don't know how deep this thing goes. It sure looks gigantic. I wonder if there's... I mean, this looks like something where you can get yourself some big reward at the end of everything. I mean, an eternity pill? Oh my god. This is some of the real good stuff. This is what you usually slap on the people that you don't want to reincarnate anymore. Gives you a big bonus on your lifetime and on your base stats. Super powerful stuff. And it's just lying around here for grabs. I am, by now, positive that... Oopsie. I'll be unable to pick up all of these things. Chi regen pill. I wonder if these weren't really good for breakthroughs as well. I mean, golden core gives you more chi regen ability. Sounds like something you'd want to have. But now my inventory is full, so I need to come back another day, I guess. Wow. Just want to check on out what these do here. So yeah, it's another little vault. Chi flow pill. Luckily it's not that valuable or anything, but I should have went into each of these when I had the chance to. Okay. Alright, this place is really damn confusing. We're going to leave it for today, but there's still, well, I haven't even started exploring the northern part yet, you know? There's still this entire northern wing of this place. But since I don't have any further inventory slots, I'm calling it a day for today. Shield pill. Body protection. I am dropping the earth pill for that. This is quite cool because it everything that gives you protection for a while is really cool to have. And while you can make most, if not all of these pills by yourself, it is real lengthy and tedious work to do so. Especially since there's a lot of spirit root growing involved. And so far, I haven't succeeded at that. It's also on my to-do list, you know. There we go. So we got that part. Let's go for that part. And as we've seen, we don't need to invest more or that much more into her battle power beyond the first 2 layers of the offensive body. Sure, we could go now into defensive body training and all those things, but at the end of the day, we won't be profiting from that much, because right now, we would need to put a lot of effort into aloe vera's cultivation to make her capable of just soloing a squad of cultivators. There's I'm not convinced that just a couple of levels of heavenly shield legs will hold the enemy back. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Correct me if I am wrong about that. But the point here is, we got the dog to tank that, and we don't really need much more apart from that. So, let's see. Last time we ended up with kidney development. Let's start with the with the other body parts here and see what we can gain from these. Some baseline body cultivation on the inner organs. I vaguely remember that I had all of these on their tempered 100 level back on my first body cultivator, but it's been a few days, so I want to refresh my memories. Very happy about Roju's loot there, although I don't think it's what that I will go back here another time, because, you know, it's been quite a lengthy, stressful thing. So let's do what we always do. Let's visit the Wudang people. I don't know if you need to bother for entrance here. No, you don't. So we're going to send Roju over to this place. There's also locations to be discovered there, but I want to try out to get their law. That sounds like a very appealing thing to me. And check this out, since we have the body cultivator in the house, we don't have a steady surplus of food anymore. Or resources are actually dwindling. Yeah. Probably need more food for this guy here. Girl. So, Void Breath. Still not convinced that Void Breath does anything, because it states that it's only working on a secret body. So, Tempered Brain, what do we get from that? Increase the max number of painful memories. I think that's good for berserking, if I remember correctly. Duration of berserking. And increases the organ remolding cap. This is, as far as I remember, really, really cool. And again, I don't know about dire potential, if that's something we want to have. I don't even know if there's a single secret body that involves brain as its body part, you know? Because my knowledge is only if this body part is attached to some secret body technique, this bonus will actually trigger. But correct me where I stand wrong in that regard. Maybe that is a wrong information. That would be very important to know, because if so, that label would be stellar and a must-have. But the game is very confusing in many, many ways. That's why it's Amazing Confusion Simulator. So let's see what the trader has for us. And so, selling some Ganoderma, are we? Treasure items are worthless. Vitata elixir. That's also a really, really good piece of life lengthener. I'm going to buy a couple of these. Spirit seed. I don't know that. Ooh, boy, that's a cool thing. We can. This is modded, if you ask me, and it allows you to create spiritual soil. I really need to kick up my money production. I really do. There's too much good stuff due to the modded content now that I want to have, actually. Cool. So we got to think about a form of money gain. I mean, Beast Blood is nothing worth because we're not bothering with treasures. It would be worth something. And we can also trade dongs, you know. We don't need them anymore. Where we go, there are no dongs necessary anymore. That's just cultivation world for you. All our cultivators are female. Because that's the supreme form of cultivation, I guess. Not for body cultivators, though. It's exactly the other way around. So I recently learned that my dongless body cultivator is inferior to a regular one because she cannot allocate that as much happiness as a man with a dong can. Yeah, that's it. That's the donginess of life. Look at our fabric, though. We're definitely gonna be trading some more here. My dude, how about buying some of our Go boards, some of our scripts? I really think I'm going to put up a farm of these too. I have an idea in mind, because because you guys have told me a couple of things that I didn't know in the past. And yeah, probably you can already foresee what I'm after. Come on. They really trick to get more of that into the trade screen at once. Whatever. So, selling off all the things that we really don't need anymore. But I'm keeping the good stuff for myself. Good. So, how much for alumina core, actually? 500 bucks. We can farm these. It's also one form of money earning, hey? So, we're probably gonna get the money farm going. In the original game, I wasn't that much after money, mostly because there weren't. Alright, that's the wrong thing to say. There are a lot of cool things to buy in the vanilla game, but after a while, they weren't as interesting anymore. But here we go, finally, 10,000. I want that spirit seed thing. It's just too good. I was considering to grow some spirit root one day, and that stuff is just what we want to have, right? So, my friends, that's today's episode's end. Oh, come on, you. I'm going to buy that piece of spirit seed in between the episodes. I thank you for watching. Drop me your comments down below. Leave me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing. And also a big thanks to all the supporters of the channel. I'm really happy that you do what you do. And check out Patreon, PayPal, or Buy Me a Coffee if you want to find out more. They are the topmost links in the description box below. I'd be super happy if you'd give them a look. Enough about the ad roll. Thanks for being still around if you are. I hope you had a good show. I hope you had a good time. And see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.